I do want to ask you guys this: do you think it's impossible for like a woman to change her behavior?
I mean,
Yeah,
nothing's
I mean, I do think
impossible.
it's possible, depending on their age, depending on their maturity. I mean, I think it's possible. You know what I mean? Like, if we're saying she's what 23 years old now, and this stuff,
23.
yeah, and this stuff happened, 19, 20, 21. Like, I'm sure we've grown up with a lot of those who were one way and then they slowed down. They might have been fast in the ass and they learned better, what I mean, and made the necessary changes. But I mean, like Will was saying, I mean, it is a lot to deal with on our behalf, what I'm saying, ego wise, dealing with a woman who has documented video footage of her intaking sausage to the face. You know what I'm saying? That shit is a lot to deal with, no matter who you are, how much money you have. That shit is heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? And we have ego. So
Yeah,
I was
but Jay, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying I was having a conversation with somebody, a few people, and I've always said that, believe it or not, a lot of men who are married got down with their wives maybe the same day, and they still decided to marry them. Like there are some men that are married now that still don't know the exact number of bodies that their wife have had, or if even if it's a true number. Like some wives may have had a past, and they just hope nobody else finds out. So I do think. Go ahead. What you about to say, Jay?
nah, I'm saying that's a fact, man. Like all we can really do is hope that a woman is telling us the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying them getting down on the first date or whatever, which would bring off a red flag normally. But what you're speaking to is he married this person. They're still, I'm assuming, successfully married. How do you truly know what the body count is? If it's documented, of course, that's one thing. But if she's being truthful with us, we have to take that at face value until more information is provided. But we never really know. You know what I'm saying?
I would take it a
Yeah,
step further.
you
I
don't
would
gotta
say
admit,
that
none of us married no virgins. You know what I'm saying?
no,
None
I
of us
would
made virgins. I mean, not everybody's that lucky. If you got lucky, married and dated a virgin, man, congratulations to you. So we all know most of them that had a dick or two in their goddamn life. We understand that. But what I'm talking about is the other behavior that I'm more concerned about is the way she operates when this man is supposed to be the center of attention. She's trying to take the shine. She's always trying to make it about her. Always trying to make, okay, was she feeling some type of way because he was dancing with the cheerleaders while he was celebrating? See, women like that, that's a problem. That's a big problem to me. So maybe she can stop being a hoe. And man, good luck to her if he could get her to do that. But I'm more so worried about the how she operates and acts and
So
carries
he,
herself in a disrespectful manner. Yes, sir.
if somebody teaches her and coaches her to change that behavior, and she changes, does that change your outlook on her? Then
Yeah, if they can do it, if they can convince her to and guide her and help her out by doing it, yeah. But I would hope somebody already had that conversation when it first happened before. But it seems like nobody's had that conversation as of yet because she was still moving. This one, it happened started when they started first together. She ghosted a man. She had no respect for this man. She kept you in the inbox the whole time, and then all of a sudden she finally decided to get desperate because she didn't have nobody else to go to a certain event to. She called you. You was the backup man. Yeah, she had no respect for you all the way up to the day he had his Heisman. He was honored and given his props and credit. She still had no respect. Now I don't know what I haven't seen nothing lately since then, but maybe she ain't had an opportunity to really show him out. But I don't know. I don't know if she's willing to change.
Hank, I want to ask you a question because
Yes, sir.
there's some relationships where and I don't know, you might know the guys who spoke out about this who said like, yo, I was not into my wife at all when I met her. Like she was on my head. The rapper and Nicole, it's a rapper with like a scruffy beard. He said it about his wife. He said, "Listen, I was not into my wife at all. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole." And the girls was dragging him for telling their story. But he was like, "Yo, like this is my wife. I love her now. I love the mess out of her, but I wasn't into her. She was on me for a long time." So do you believe the same thing about men and women, or do you think it's a little bit different when it comes to a man not being in his wife first versus a woman?
So you saying that the man wasn't into the woman at first?
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
These
so
are.
I
It's
mean,
a couple
over what?
relationships where
Okay, so
men have spoken
over
out.
what period of time? Because she left him in the inbox for over a year.
It
See, that's
was now. The guy I'm talking about. It was a nice period of time, and maybe y'all can remember his name. He's a rapper. He like Andre 3000 a little bit. He like real independent. And he be rapping, and he
Ali.
got like they be wearing like little
Yeah, he be wearing like
clean looks.
cowboy shit, like
you
cowboy
talking
hat,
about
fur
my
vest.
man.
Ali.
His name is like Nicole. It's an African name. Um, but he be singing that joint where it be like uh God God what you say,
These hands, but God.
yeah,
Oh, you talking about? Oh,
Same song with a T.
something
Damn.
like that. His wife,
Okay.
she was on him for a long time, and he didn't want no parts of her. And they talk about it, and the girls dragged him. Like, why would you say that online?
Toby a Wigway.
Toby,
Yeah.
yup.
So I mean, well, look, if that's what she was willing to stand around and be friend zone or whatever, that's on her. I don't agree with that. There's no way I would have did that. I would have
It's
moved the hell on.
it's
You know,
poss-
go
it's
ahead, bro.
possible for people to change, but we deal with probability over possibility. That's why a person's past we take in consideration, and that's why it matters. She was saying how she used to go to parties, and he would take her to parties, and he'll sit in the car while she inside partying and doing whatever. That right there to me is like not even respectable. Like while y'all were in a relationship, she wanted to go to parties, and you sitting outside in the car while she in there drinking and dancing up on dudes and stuff like that. And she was like, "Oh, he wasn't really much of a partier, but he would take me and let me go inside and party." Just the stuff that she shared with us publicly already doesn't sound good. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible for people to change. There's always room for that. But what's the probability if someone has a history of them sleeping around and they have a large body count? And now whether or not they hide it from you is a different story. That just shows they're ashamed of their past. I never got the idea of someone wanting to sleep around but then hiding it from someone they want to spend the rest of their life with. I don't understand that idea. But
Women need control. Women need structure. If you take your girl and you let her do whatever she wants, she's gonna do whatever she wants. You gotta be like, yo, yeah, I don't like that outfit. And she gonna be like, oh, what's wrong with it? You gonna tell her like a lot of these girls didn't have fathers that was real strong in their lives. A lot of them do need structure, and they need a man to really give them that. Like a lot of girls don't be seeing certain things, and you gotta be like, yo, like your friend over there, I don't really like her. Like that's me. Like I don't fully control who my girl's friends are, but trust and believe it's been certain friends who been who tried to come into the picture. I'm like, yo, no, she can't come in my house. Like you want to go out with her? I don't want you going out with her tonight. I'm not comfortable with you if she gonna be there. I don't know. I just think women need that.
that's
Well,
the
then don't
problem. He wasn't
you
even
already
doing that.
saying you control who her friends are? Well, what you just sit there and said, if she's not allowed to welcome at your home, if you don't like her hanging out with, you're pretty much controlling what your friend. Look, and I don't blame
To
you for
some
that.
degree, but not.
I evaluate. Look, I evaluate my wife and her friends. I evaluated her friends and who she hangs with, who she was influenced by, who she was talking to, who she interacted with. Yes, you men, you should do that. You should want to know, just like I needed to know who my kids was hanging around with, who my kids was influenced by. You should want to know because if they are negative influence on you and your circle, that's a bad thing. So yes, baby, if you're gonna be with me, I don't like you hanging with her. I don't want her being around you. She's not really a good friend. She's not even what you would consider a friend. You call her that because that's what you think she is. That's not what she is. You don't need to be moving and operating with her. So yeah, he should be evaluating the friends.